Well, the most significant aspect of our new anti-corruption laws for corporate clients is going to be the introduction of the new corporate offences. Under those offences, companies can be liable to prosecution where one of their employees, agents, officers, managers, or even a subsidiary company is involved in corruption. The only defence available to companies in those circumstances will be to show that they took all reasonable steps and exercised all due diligence to prevent that corruption from happening. Well, there's three reasons why this is a very significant change. The first is that at present it's very unlikely that a business would be prosecuted for a corruption offence in Ireland unless its senior management are involved in or aware of the alleged corrupt activities. Under this new legislation, it won't be just the senior management activities who could bring criminal liability to the company. Corrupt behaviour involving employees, agents, or even a subsidiary company could be enough to attract criminal liability to the company. So corrupt behaviour involving anyone from the janitor to the chief executive could in theory be sufficient to engage criminal liability for the corporate itself. The second reason that it's significant is that these new laws will apply to the behaviour of Irish companies and citizens, not just in Ireland, but also abroad as well. So if there's corrupt activity in countries, for example, where bribes are seen as an accepted part of corporate culture, then that could attract criminal liability to the company back in Ireland. The third reason why this is such a significant change is that the new laws are set to be included in the list of offences which trigger mandatory reporting laws in Ireland. What that means in practice is that if a company becomes aware of corruption issues, then it will have to at least consider whether it needs to report those matters to the Irish authorities. The new corruption laws will take some time to bed in, and we don't expect immediate prosecutions to happen overnight. However, international experience does show that the businesses which do fall foul of this legislation can expect significant financial consequences and also significant reputational consequences. Our advice to clients now is to start thinking about this new change now and to start preparing for it. That way, when the Act becomes law later this year, they should be ready to go. But more fundamentally, if they do find themselves involved in a corruption issue, they should have the steps in place to be able to avail of the defence in the legislation that they have exercised all due diligence to prevent corruption and taken all reasonable steps to prevent corruption. So in short, our message to clients at this stage is don't panic, but do prepare.